Hi everyone, hope you're all doing well. Today I'm going to update you with a stock that I sold today. So I didn't sell it completely, but I trimmed my position and I saw something that was a little bit concerning to me, and that's why I trimmed some of the position today and took a little bit of a profit. So I don't always update you in real time, but I am today. Normally you have to wait until the end of the month unless you're on the Patreon. But I thought today this would be a really good thing to show you guys when I'm looking at things, what I see as red flags and concerns I have when a company reports earnings and I go, that worried me a little bit. So I thought I'd show you in real time and you can see how I think about things, and hopefully that helps you improve as an investor. So I hope you enjoyed the video. Let's get started. So today this is going to be a perfect video around the old Warren Buffett quote of be fearful when others are greedy and be greedy when others are fearful. This is a quote that I heard from Warren Buffett and I have used that for basically every day of my investing journey. When others are being greedy, I go, oh, should we be looking in the other direction here? Is everybody getting a little bit overconfident in this area? And when people are being fearful, is there an opportunity in here? And today this video is definitely going to be following this quote that I use big time in my investing philosophy. Now, just a quick shout out, I am very close to 16,000 subscribers. If we can get there at the end of the month, that'd be absolutely amazing. All I ask for you guys that watch the videos and aren't subscribed, make sure you subscribe, and I'll do a special live Q&A session on the YouTube if you get me there, whenever you do get me there. So that's all I'm going to ask today. But the US market was closed yesterday, wasn't it? I was watching the UK markets, and then I got to like 2:30 and I thought, okay, the US markets are coming, and I thought, oh no, they're not. We're closed today, and it was a bit of a dull day, wasn't it, in the market? It's a bit of a boring day without those US markets. But there was something that popped up, I don't know if you saw it. Warpaint actually went up. I actually posted this on the Discord. I was like, whoa, what's going on with Warpaint? We're up 54%, and I was like, oh, okay, this boring day has just got exciting. And then it turned out it was a glitch in the share price and it went back to normal. And it was kind of like that after that boring day and then that excitement. It reminded me of that like Roy Hodgson meme, you know, when he's like getting excited in the dugout and then he like drops his head like, oh, it was like that. I was like, oh, something's happening today, and he just kind of gave it all back. So a little bit disappointed with that glitch in Warpaint on what was a pretty boring Monday in the market. Unless you're a Rightmove shareholder. If you're a Rightmove shareholder, you might be quite happy with what's going on at the moment. There was a big jump in Rightmove. The stock rallied up over 20% on Monday. The news is that there was a potential bid coming from Rupert Murdoch's News Corp, and that they were potentially looking to buy, or a company that's in there, they were looking to buy Rightmove to expand their portfolio of property marketing companies. Now this was actually leaked in the media, and then there wasn't a confirmation from Rightmove about there was actually no offer received until around about 20 to 5. So they left it quite long in the day to go, yeah, we've not actually had an offer. And my thoughts were is that if this is coming public before an actual offer, quite often, in my opinion, that turns out to be something false and it never happens. So I saw the jump in the share price and I thought, if I was a Rightmove shareholder, I probably would have sold on that jump. And I looked at the valuation. I mean, it's having a little bit of a pullback today, and a few people that bought in of the hope that they were going to make some easy money are kind of selling that position off. And I thought, you know, the company went up to like 30 times earnings, and I was looking at Rightmove and I thought it's a good company, but you know, how much more are you going to get more than 30 times earnings? That's about historically what it normally trades at, and it's just had that big 30% premium on it. I mean, maybe it goes up a little bit higher to like £7.50, £7.60, but when it was sitting at around £7 yesterday, I thought, you know, what is the upside potential from here? And I thought, I don't think they'd be willing to pay more of a premium if they are going to buy Rightmove out. So I thought I would probably sell, and then I thought about if the news is getting leaked, normally that's a sign that potentially there's not much here. Maybe someone wanted to put it out in the media like, we're thinking of buying them, so we're getting the Rightmove share price higher. I don't know. I just think that whenever that happens, I think there's not much of a chance of it actually transitioning into some form of sale. But any Rightmove shareholders, I hope you're enjoying yourself on Monday. Going back to the point of the video though, which is be fearful when others are greedy. You know, I was looking at the same situation and I was thinking, you know, 2024 has been a good year for me. 2023 was a really good year in the stock market for me. We had a big rebound from that awful market, and 2024 has been a really good year. We've been making a lot of good money in the stock market. And I was looking at Supreme as well, which is a prime example of when This stock had a massive rally, like this was so close. I'm a bit frustrated it never did, but it was quite close to joining the 100% return club. So any stocks that make me over 100% and I sell it for 100%, I put in the 100% return club, and that's what we aim for on this channel. You know, 2 to 5 years, try and make a 100% return on it. Now, Supreme is the example that was just short of the 100% return club, but I did start selling some of my position off. I still hold shares, I still think it's a great company, but it's a prime example where I just looked at the stock and I was like, from the start of the year, we were up like 80% year to date, and I was like, that's a lot. To be up 80% year to date is incredible. And I just looked at that and thinking, are people getting a little bit greedy? Because we were looking at this stock and we were thinking like 12 months ago, nobody wanted to own it. You know, nobody wanted to own Supreme stock. And then all of a sudden, everyone's rushing to get into this stock. And I was like, is this getting a little bit ahead here? And I just looked at everyone jumping into this stock. I was like, oh, no one wanted to own it 12 months ago, and now everybody's wanting to buy it. And I just looked at that and I thought, you know, it's a great company, but are we just getting a bit carried away here? And personally for me, I took some profit off the table. And that's now starting to look like a really good decision, because since that time frame, obviously the stock has fallen down over 20%. Now, the great option is I'm actually looking at Supreme now, and now everyone's being a bit fearful on the stock. I'm going, you know what? That little cash that I took off the table of Supreme, you know, it's back down at 8 times earnings. I think when I was buying at this point of view, it was like 6 or 7 maybe. So it's getting close to where I was buying 12 months ago. You're getting there towards a 3% dividend yield, and I'm thinking, you know, I did well to just be a little bit cautious when everyone's greedy. Now I'm looking at opportunity going, you know what, I might go buy, you know, some more Supreme here. And that's the great thing about being greedy when others are fearful, and being fearful when others are greedy. And that's another example of, you know, trying to take some caution in the market. And, you know, at the end of the day, like I say, we're all here to make money, aren't we? That's why we do investing. That's why I do it. That's why you do it. We're all here to make money. And, you know, if you can make money on the stock, you're a winner. Even if the stock continues to go up, you're a winner. But what's also great is that you get it at a pretty good valuation, and then the stock goes down, you go, you know what, I've got that cash pile, I could go put it back in there. And that leads me on to the stock today. So obviously this is the reason why a lot of you guys, most of you guys, clicked on the video, is you want to see what I sold. So I didn't sell my whole position, but I sold 5% of my position in this stock. And it's a turnaround play. It's quite a new position into the portfolio, but it's a turnaround play. And I posted this on the Discord, the Patreon. So you can see here, I posted this just after 8 o'clock, saying that I sold 5% on my Watches of Switzerland group. I did it for a 15% gain, which is not too bad considering I've held the stock for probably half a year now. Obviously, in the long term, I hope that we keep, obviously that's why I've kept a lot of my position, and I hope in the long term I still make over, it's one of those stocks that goes into the 100% return club. But I just looked at the be fearful when others are being greedy, and that's what exactly happened this morning. And just a shout out, if you do want to get my live buy and sell alerts, obviously I don't always do it on the YouTube channel until the end of the month. So if you do want to see like this notification that I posted on Discord, and I'm also going to do exclusive video this evening on the Patreon, join the Patreon, links in the description, £5 a month. But getting back to the video, is like, I just saw the stock. I saw the stock go up 10% this morning, and it's given some of it back as the rest of the day's gone on. So I did sell at a pretty good time, to be fair. And I just looked at the stock going up 10%, and I went, does it deserve to go up 10% today? And I was like, I personally don't think so. I think a few people have been a little bit greedy here, and I personally think, you know, I've got to be a little bit fearful in this situation. I looked at the update, so they brought a trading update out, and you can see here that they said the trading in line with expectations, on track to deliver financial 2025 guidance. I was like, yeah, great stuff, we're in line. And then I scanned down the trading update, and I went, but there's no details on how they did in Q1. This is supposed to be a trading update. I mean, they can tell us that they're trading in line, and hopefully they're telling us the truth, but there's no actual financials in that trading update. And I went, well, if you're trading in line, wouldn't you put that numbers in your trading update? And then the other concern is that sometimes this is what investing in stocks is. You're doing a bit of detective work, trying to make sure like you can connect all the dots. And I was looking at the last update they did last year, and you can see here 10th of August 2023, Q1 trading update. And I was looking and thinking, well, on the last update last year, they actually posted all the numbers. You can see here, trading in line with expectations, and they put all the numbers that they've been doing. And I was thinking, well, how come they're not giving us any numbers this time round and saying the trading in line? But last year they gave us all the numbers when they were trading in line. I was thinking, is that because you're not trading in line? And people would clock, okay, this is way behind your financial year guidance, you're going to have to do a big catch up in the back end of the year. Is it easier just to say you're trading in line now and pray the recovery happens at the back end of the year and you're protecting the share price? I don't know. I mean, I hope they're telling us the truth and they're in line to deliver the financial year 2025 guidance, but I don't know. I can't tell you more than that because there's no numbers. And that was the concern for me. I looked at the jump on the share price and when all these people that are buying today are trusting that guidance they are on track to deliver it, because today there's no numbers to back that up. And I just looked at that for me and I went, after that update, I personally can't buy because I can't see the numbers that this stock is on its turnaround plan, because that's what I bought it for. It's a turnaround plan. I've got to see the numbers keep moving in the right direction, and I didn't see that today. And I saw the share price jump, going back to the Warren Buffett quote, be fearful when others are greedy. And I looked at people jumping on this share price on this trading update, and I went, I thought this was a bad update, and people are buying it and hoping that they're being true about the guidance. Now, if it's true and they are hitting the guidance, amazing. All these people are going to look at geniuses. But for me, I just went, I'm going to de-risk the position a little bit, and I'm going to take a little bit of profit off the table. And you know what? If we do get into a position where actually they weren't telling us the truth and the stock does dip when that does come out, I'm going to have a little bit of cash on side to go buy the dip. At the end of the day, why did I buy Watch the Switzerland Group? Well, the reason why I bought Watch the Switzerland Group is because I believe that in the long-term guidance, their long-term guidance will be achieved. And if you look at what they set out on the 7th of November 2023, their plan is to more than double the profit and sale by financial year 28. If they get anywhere close to that, this will be a good stock in the long term. But in the short term, I just looked at the greed and went, people getting a little bit too optimistic here, and I thought that was a good move to make. And the other thing that was kind of playing on my mind as well is obviously the weak consumer environment. I mean, how many times in this last, 12 months, not 12 months, how many times in the last 12 weeks have we had companies that report earnings that sell goods to the consumer and they go, it's a little bit weak out there, it's getting a little bit weaker. We've seen a lot of it. This last earnings season was pretty awful for the consumer stocks, and are we seeing the same with Watches Switzerland? Is that why they've put no numbers in? And obviously as well, this is a higher end luxury good. Were they expecting by now we would have had an interest rate cut, and we've not had the interest rate cut? Is that also impacting them? And they're hoping that when these interest rates come, that's when they do hit the full year guidance. I don't know. That's the big thing, is that it's all guesswork. And all the thing that I can do is, when people are being greedy, is just be a little bit fearful. And right now that's what I'm doing. Like I said about 6 minutes ago on this video, what are we all here to do? We're all here to make money. And I just looked at the stock and what was up a little bit, and I thought, what? Is it a good time to take a little bit of profit off the table? That's what we're here to do. And I thought, what? This is a turnaround stock. I've had it for 6 months, 15%. Yeah, it's not anything major. I'd rather be making 100% on stocks. But 15% for a 6-month hold, and maybe there's a few concerns. Yeah, I personally thought it was a bit of time to take a bit of a trim. Now, obviously, that's my thought process. I'll share that with you guys, and hopefully it helps you guys about what my thinking is around here. But personally for me, I thought this was a good move to be making, and we'll see what happens. We'll see if it was a good decision or a bad decision. But at the end of the day, what I'll say is that, like I said, we're here to make money. Did I make money in this last 6 months of holding the stock? I did, and that's the main thing. I can tell you something, guys. If it was a loss, if I took a 15% loss on this stock, I'll hear it in the comment section for the next 5 years of the YouTube channel. But hey, that's another subject, isn't it? I hope you enjoyed the video, guys. Like I said, if you're new around here or you've been a long-term watcher and you're not subscribed, get subscribing, guys. Get me to that 16,000 subscribers if you can. Apart from that, guys, I'll see you tomorrow.